Alright, and it can be after I sit down and count to 3, and then start. 1, 2, 3, and... What's up, YouTube? Thanks for joining us on another episode of Super Saiyan. What? Today we're reviewing episode 122 of Dragonball Super. Vegeta takes on the strongest. Justin, tell us the summary about this episode.
Yeah, so really good episode here. Basically, quick summary, we see Vegeta kind of push Goku to the side here and takes on Jiren head on, while the rest of Universe 7 takes on the other members of Universe 11. But, Kimmy, what was your favorite? Let's start us off with likes, man. What was your favorite thing this episode?
I really like the fact that they kind of showed us everybody else's power on Universe 11. We get to see more about Topo, more about Dispo instead of just Jiren. We already know Jiren's a threat, but just the fact that we get to see how threatening the other two members of the Pride Troopers are, I thought that was really good, and they did a very good job with the animation as well.
Yeah. Now, one of my favorite parts of this episode is that we get to see, it's all really, a large portion of it is about Vegeta taking on Jiren and him kind of, his power kind of increasing steadily, or actually not steadily, pretty quickly, pretty rapidly, but one of my favorite moments is when Vegeta looks he's powering up for a final flash, he's going to shoot at Jiren, and he basically just says, listen, Goku can have his final form, he's going to do things his own way, and I'm really excited. We're going to talk about that coming up. What about you, Reese?
I was a big fan of this. Is like the first time I really saw Vegeta study a fight. And that was one of the big things of Kakarot. Like, Vegeta's a brawler, whereas Kakarot has always been a actually martial artist, if you will. So a lot of the people in the shows, but Vegeta doesn't usually study people. He just rushes in, and we saw him even just for a few moments, but he was studying Jiren while he was fighting Goku, and I thought that was really big. We got to see him dodge a few punches, so I liked to see Vegeta's taking a new approach on this, because this is an opponent like nobody they've ever seen before,
right?
And he wants to be the guy, and as a Vegeta fan, I want him to be the guy too. Like, he never has been the guy. It's always ended being Goku or Gohan to a lesser extent, and I wanted to be Vegeta, but
I think that's why I got so excited with this quote, because I think we're going to see a whole new path for Vegeta, paving a way for the Saiyans in a different way than Goku's Ultra Instinct. So
my dislike for this episode, though, was strictly that they kind of did the same thing they always do with Vegeta. He landed a couple of hits, kind of powered up, got a big deal for a second, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, Vegeta! And then he still gets knocked out, but then the real big flaw with it was he did the final flash. Everybody got real excited. They were like, wow, his power level's rapidly increasing. Like you just said, rapidly increasing. And yet, Jiren took it head on, came out unscratched. And I didn't really like that. Like, I understand he's supposed to be really strong, but he's becoming so strong that it's like, can they actually beat him?
Right.
So I kind of didn't like how big of a gap it made it look Vegeta from the rest of them.
Now, I didn't really have too many dislikes, but I will add to that. As far as him testing, we see him use the Final Flash, and it was a massive attack. Jiren takes this thing head on, not a scratch, like you said. He even says, that wasn't half bad. One reason I don't really like that, because like you said, I don't know what we're going to do from here. Our heroes here are really in some trouble. I feel like they're going to pave the way for Vegeta to really let us see. I think Super Saiyan Blue 2 is going to be coming up really soon. We're going to see Vegeta lead that, as opposed to seeing Goku. Usually, they let him have Ultra Instinct, so Goku fans were happy. But Vegeta fans, I'm a huge Vegeta fan too. We're going to see him pave the way there, and so I'm excited about that. But I kind of just have your same dislike. I'm kind of worried about what they're going to do about that, because man, that was a powerful move.
I have two dislikes, and the first one will add to y'all's points. When Jiren took the final flash, and afterwards Vegeta was like arrogant, laughing, grinning because he saw Jiren on the ground. You still didn't eliminate him. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
And the fact that I thought that was dumb because that's the same thing he did with Cell when he found out that he blew Cell's half of his arm off. And he started laughing and everything, and Cell grew it back. Like, it felt like the same thing. And I'm like, after you fighting, it's been a long time since the Cell saga, almost 10 years. And you haven't learned from it.
I haven't learned anything.
And my second dislike is, I really don't like that Zeno said that Goku, the fight between Goku and Jiren, were pretty much to determine what survival is. And I'm like, y'all kind of shoehorning that everybody else gonna get eliminated except Goku and Jiren. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. Not from this tournament. There's too many good people in it. Like, it shouldn't just be Goku and Jiren. Let other people get that shine to determine this tournament.
Yeah.
And I just...
So what does that leave you for ratings? What are you going to give this episode?
I'll give it a 7 out of 7. It was a great episode. We have a little nitpicks in there, but it's not nothing to kind of take away from this episode. I thought the animation was well done. The voice acting was well done. The overall fights were great. The character development was good too. So
yeah, absolutely. Same here. 7 out of 7 for me. This episode and where it's taking us. 7 out of 7. I like he said, I love the animation. Animation looked really good. Looked different. Didn't it look a little different than what we've seen in some of the earlier episodes? Yeah. Seems like these bigger fights, we see some better animation definitely coming out of the box there.
Bigger budget for the bigger fights.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, they look great. And but anyways, yeah, 7 out of 7 for me.
As we've probably started to learn in this trend, I always have a little bit harsher ratings than everybody else on the show. I'm going to give this one 2 ratings, 2 separate ratings. I'm going to give this episode alone.
Wait, yeah.
I'm going to give this episode alone. You're about to see how. You're about to see how.
He's cheating. He's cheating.
I'm giving this episode alone.
I guess we're cheating too.
5.5 stars, 5.5 Dragon Balls out of 7. And the reason why is because it was same old, same old. Vegeta fights, gets strong for a second, loses. However, if we include the next time segment, which hypes you up for the next episode, if we include that, since I know Vegeta's not actually defeated, I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 7 Dragon Balls. It's the closest to 7 I've ever been, so y'all can be happy with that. But 5.5 without that, 6.5 knowing that he isn't actually done and that he's not like defeated like he always has been in the past.
Right, and I think that's why Vegeta fans are really excited, and that's why I can give this such a high score. I mean, the animation was good, like you said, and the character development was really good, and I think we're stoked because we know the route that they're taking Vegeta. I mean, I have my speculations. I think you agree with it. We're going to see a totally new Vegeta in the next couple episodes here. And it's not just Ultra Instinct. Everybody talked about Ultra Instinct. I'm so glad it's not just Ultra Instinct and he's following Goku. He's paving a whole new path. So.
And that's predictions for us. Prediction for me, I think he's going to get a new form. And hopefully, I originally thought for the longest it was going to be Ultra Instinct offensive because like Goku had Ultra Instinct defensive, but maybe it's just going to be a new Saiyan thing. That's what Justin's going to tell you about is he's paving the way for Saiyans, and I like that. So I'd like that to be true. We'll see if it is. I think Frieza is going to win his fight, and I actually think Gohan and 17 are going to get eliminated by Toppo. I do. I don't know if it'll be like next episode, but within the next few, I think that Toppo will eliminate them. I know 17's done for. I think Gohan's going to be done for too. What about you?
Well, I mean, actually, I like that you brought up Frieza because I think we just saw him shoot a few blasts, and the other guy just got a jump on him. But I think we will see Frieza once he goes gold. Yeah, once he takes that fight seriously, I think he'll beat him pretty quickly. And I think we will see Gohan and 17 struggle a lot longer with Toppo, right? Yeah. So, but. And ultimately, I think we'll see Goku take the lead fight, and then Vegeta will make his transformation more toward the end of the episode. So we'll see.
I predict that they're going to dive more into Vegeta's new form. We're not going to necessarily see all of it. Like, they're not going to let us know what it is, but we're going to see like little hints of him getting stronger. It might be true Super Saiyan God. It might be a version of Ultra Instinct, maybe related to more of the Saiyan side instead of the God side. I think we're going to see more of Gohan and 17 versus Toppo. I don't think none of them will get eliminated, but I do feel like we'll see. They'll probably come up with a strategy to take on Topo. And I think Frieza's going to continue to fight Dispo. I think this part of the tournament is going to last for the next couple episodes. We might not see anybody get eliminated until like maybe 5 or 6 episodes down the line.
Yeah, wow. Well, y'all let us know down below in the comments section what y'all think is going to happen, what you liked, disliked, both about our video and the episode itself. But leave those comments, like, subscribe, and share it with all of your friends. That helps us greatly. Like, we really want to grow this
People
thing.
you don't know.
Yeah, share it with people you don't know. Share it with everybody. And thanks for joining us, though. Y'all have a blessed one. This has been another episode of
Super Say
What? Let's go. 2 takes, baby.